Yo. Another episode of GRG, man. Game recognized game, GRG after dark, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell their mama, all that good stuff. Share. Turn on post notifications. Yeah, man, we're not gonna be up here long, but we did want to get up here and talk about this divisional round from today. Think it's just gonna be us three tonight. But yeah, so here we are. Obviously, all right, cool. I was making sure everything was set up. My fault. Yeah, obviously, Houston, New England had a game today. New England gets the win, 28-16. A lot of turnovers in that game. A lot of turnovers. CJ Stroud, 4 interceptions. Drake May had an interception. I think both of them lost. No, Drake May lost a fumble, or lost two of them actually. A lot of turnovers. Woody Marks lost a fumble later on in the game. Nonetheless, New England pulled out the dub, 28-16. And they advance. B, what you got?
Man, just like we said before the games, man. I ain't sold on Drake May, none of that. All of the QB play is not winning these football games in the playoffs so far. Every QB just look bad, just putting the ball in the defense hands. So, defense is out here winning games. All we need is to be a game manager. We seeing it right in front of our face. But I ain't really sold yet on that Drake May stuff that y'all was talking about.
I ain't gonna lie. Again, it wasn't about being sold on Drake May. We just said we trusted Drake May more than we trusted CJ Stroud.
I think we all agreed on that. It was like, as far as
Did
like
we all
trusting
agree
them
on that? I
though,
don't think we all agreed on that. I
we
don't
for
think we
sure
all
definitely.
agreed on that.
I said I took the Patriots.
I wasn't talking about you. I was saying in general. I don't think the
Uh,
people.
uh,
I
oh,
don't think it was
probably
fair.
not.
I
I don't
took I
know.
took the I took the Texans strictly on hate. Like it wasn't even nothing about Drake
Yeah,
May
I
or
said,
CJ Stroud. I
I
said
said
that
that I
too.
hate, I
I
said
said
that
that
my hate
too.
watch. I said, oh, my hate watch, and then I was like, all hate aside, that I had to go to Patriots. But it's like,
hmm
I'm just seeing, I'm just seeing everything that I was hoping to see, like that weak schedule all year, playoffs. This playoffs. What is that? What is that now for Drake May? What, 5 or 6 turnovers in 2 games?
Um,
5.
yeah, something like that.
Like come on, bro. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I
everybody's putting the
ain't gonna
ball
lie.
up, just turning the
I ain't gonna lie.
ball over.
I ain't gonna lie though. The pick, okay, that's on him. You get strip sacked. There's nothing you can do about that. Like
That's
there, like
on you. Hold on to the ball.
Will Kemp, no, bro. If you're in your throwing motion, your arm just don't come forward fast enough because Campbell got beat like a drum off the edge. That's not like we're not talking about him just out here throwing like insane picks today. No, like he had the first fumble that he had where he was running the ball and he ain't hold on and they punched it out. All right, cool, that's on him. But like
It's
on
like
the pick,
Lamar. Lamar haven't had a big interception problem. He got a fumble problem. Like he got a
that's
fumble
different.
problem.
This is a different fumble problem. Like
It
Will
happened both
Campbell,
ways.
no,
I
Will
understand
Campbell.
Will Campbell giving that up. I understand that.
Like
But
Will
like,
Campbell genuinely like
Getting
yeah.
cooked.
This is what you need to talk
so
about. This is what you need.
what about the other one?
This is what you need to talk about. How'd that rushing attack go for the Texans today that you said was going to be oh so great?
To say, I got proven wrong. Same thing though. We said 14 carries. How many carries did Woody Marks have? 11.
Right. The fact that you would, but this is the problem. The fact that you would even get on here and
What did I
genuinely,
come up here and say?
the,
Who name did I say?
this is the problem. This is part of the problem. This is parts of the problem. The fact that you would genuinely come up here after watching the full season, knowing that they had him on IR for a good portion of the season, and then that he wasn't getting his carry share. The fact that you would genuinely get up here and say, "Oh, this is a Nick Chubb type of day. They should give Nick Chubb the ball. They're going to give Nick Chubb the ball. They're genuinely going to run the ball more because Nico Collins is going to be out and Nick Chubb is going to get the ball." The fact that you would get up here and say that is like that's still,
So
even though he didn't get the ball, that's still part of the problem. He was never going to get the ball to begin with.
so let me ask you a question, right? You
Mhm.
watch Woody Marks fumble the ball away when he could have had a chance to tie the game and everything, right? We watched CJ Stroud go out there and throw 4 interceptions in the first half, right?
Okay.
The only thing that wasn't tested was what I was talking about because y'all was scared to
That
test it
was
from the regular season.
never going to this is the point that I'm making though. It was never going to happen. So the fact that you came up here and acted like there was a chance of it happening, saying like, yeah, this is a Nick Chubb type of day. They
That's
gonna get up here.
terrible. Because if you
No, it's
fumble
terrible that you got
when
up
we
here
see
and
a
said
running
that.
when we see a running back fumble the ball, what happens? Go sit down for a little while. Go if you even
The
lucky to
next
get back in
running
the
back
game.
get
Go sit
like
down.
2 carries, bro. The next running back get like 2 carries, bro. You're dragging like they was about to bench him for the rest of the game. That was never going to happen.
Woody Marks had 14 carries for 17 yards. Nick Chubb had 4 carries for 15 yards. Where's the brain cells to say, hey, my running back's averaging 1 yard a carry. My other running back's averaging almost 4. How about we put him in the game and run the ball with him?
You're talking to us like we make the decisions. The problem is that you came up here and said something dumb. There was no proof or factual evidence to back up the claim that this was going to be a Nick Chubb type of day or that they were going to have success running the football.
I believed in the OC to get Nick Chubb involved, man,
You
because I already knew
believe
Woody
in the
Marks wasn't
OC
going to
to do
be.
something he hadn't done all year? This is the problem. This is what we getting at.
That's what separates playoffs. Like I said, you see how Woody Marks averaged a yard a carry? Why are we continuing to give Woody Marks the ball? He got 14 carries for 17 yards, and Nick Chubb got the same amount of yards in 4 carries. I can't be the only one to have eyes to know that they have
That's
a
been
top
the
tier,
carry share. The point is that's been the
and it's
carry
supposed
share.
to change.
No, it's not.
You're
The fact
going
that
against a top 3 run defense. It
Oh,
has to
habits not
change.
hard.
bro, the point is the fact that you got up here with no factual evidence. This is what we be talking about. You got up here with no factual evidence, nothing to support your claim. You just got up here and spewed something because you wanted to try in the beginning to make a point, make a way to find a way to make the Patriots lose this game. And it was never gonna happen to begin with. That was part of what you was trying to do at that time. At that time,
I'm just speaking.
before you said all hate aside and you took the Patriots, when you was at first arguing for Houston, and at first you was like, man, I don't know about this. I don't know about the Patriots winning. You thought you was gonna find something. All of a sudden, we was like, bro, top 4 running defense in the league.
I'm just speaking from an offensive perspective. You're a defensive guy. You're a defensive guy, a high IQ, an offensive guy. It's no way in my right mind with what I know. And you as a defensive player, it's no way as a defensive player or defensive coordinator, you're about to go out there, know your run defense is top 3. We stopped the number 1 running back all game. We forced the quarterback to throw 4 picks. The only successful offense they have is the other running back, and he does not touch the ball. The starter fumbles everything. Quarterback throws 4 interceptions. I understand you having the top 3 run defense, but this is playoffs where though you have to try stuff. You have to try different things. You have to get into your bag for things to work. If your quarterback throw 4 picks and your running back can't even crack 20 yards and almost 20 carries, what do you have to lose? You have to try something else. We about to just sit here and keep on doing this? That's why they lost. They kept sitting there doing the same thing. Why are we putting the ball in CJ Stroud's hands with 4 picks in the first half?
Because you're the quarterback.
You can't always do that because we see how many times did the Texans put them in scoring in field goal position before the offense even got on the field? At least 3 times. That's literally the point. He only had 4 of them. He had 4 carries. He had 4 for 15. So if he had 7 on one of them, that was 3 other carries with 7 yards. What is the problem here? My thing is like I'm saying, this is playoff football, bro. You cannot do the same thing. If something isn't working, go to something else. You have to try. You have to test out defenses. I don't care if you're going against the number 1 run defense in the league. If your pass offense is that weak, you gotta test the run defense. You have to with somebody else. You have to. Like, I just don't like that. I don't know. But CJ, he just played himself out of a starting job.
This what you wanted me to get on the podcast for tonight, bro? For you to run in circles about Nick Chubb?
You brought this up. We're not here to talk about Nick Chubb.
Try to be right, bro. And you know you dead ass wrong.
I literally said I'm dumb for believing in the offensive coordinator to get him more involved. Like that's me being stupid for expecting him to actually do that. On the fly, I was expecting it even more, and he continued to do it. I'm like, yeah, at this point, it's just dumb, just brainless out here. Like we didn't come here to talk about this. You said something about it, so now we passed it.
So I'm not supposed to make niggas stand on their takes. Like
I was just said that was on me for believing that the OC would get him more involved.
Like I'm saying, like I'm not supposed to make folks stand on their takes.
No, for sure.
I would expect you to hold me the same way accountable if I got
to. Absolutely. It was. Now that the games ended, that was stupid. I expected something that wasn't going to happen.
All right. Anyways, outside of that, you said CJ Stroud just played himself out of a starting job.
Yeah.
I need you to elaborate on that. That's a bit egregious.
Dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Bro, y'all haven't knew me long enough to know I've been saying this for years about quarterback play. People gotta stop getting excited about quarterbacks their rookie season. People gotta stop doing that.
I'm totally with you on all of that.
Like we've seen everything about CJ Stroud.
But it's not.
How have he looked since that freshman year?
But that's what I'm saying. It's not the way that it works that he's now going to be out of a starting job. Am I wrong?
He's not getting a bag on the second contract from them if he come out next year looking like this too.
Well, we ain't got that far yet. We don't know what he's gonna look like next year. But based on this year,
the best bet for them.
We on starting job. Will he or will he not have a starting job next season? And it's okay to say that you was
next. I exaggerated it. Next season he's gonna have a starting job, but he's not gonna get that next contract. If anything, they might go as far as take his fifth year option.
You know how folks will get when that money on the line. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. CJ Stroud should got left in New England after that performance. That's literally what it come down to. I think the defense did enough to continually put them and keep them in the game for the offense to literally do anything, and they just may have had a chance to win. But at the end of the day, what ring is true, bro? You trusted Drake May to make more plays, positive plays than CJ Stroud, and that's what it came down to. And they did that. He had you know what I'm saying? The couple touchdown passes, you've seen it, like good balls, good down the field plays. It is what it is. It's just at the end of the day, the Texans defense is so good that they deserve to be playing for something meaningful, and that didn't happen because CJ Stroud stunk up the place. Just call it what it is. That's exactly what he did. So
I hate that stat watchers are going to look at that game and say the Texans gave up 30 points. That's just going to be bad. And Bo Nix, that's the most important factor in this entire postseason at this point. Because like we said about who we trust more between Bo and CJ, it was Bo easily. That Denver defense played this Patriots team. Bo Nix he's not that terrible from what we saw today from CJ. Bo Nix would not lose no game like that. No way.
Are you like a Bo Nix believer or something?
Bigger believer than CJ, I can tell you that.
I don't think that's saying much. The bar is in hell, is it not? Like
Bo Nix is a top 12 quarterback to me. So does that answer your question? Am I a Bo Nix believer?
What?
It's top 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
CJ's in that bottom side. Hey, you can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man. You gotta be all in. you gotta be all in.
Maybe that's why my hate watch won't go unsuccessful with the Patriots.
You
I'm not
saw
all
what
the
you
way
saw.
in it.
You saw.
I'm
You saw
just
what I said. My hate watches be top tier. You saw what I said. My hate watch for the Patriots not going great at all. My hate watch for Drake May is going exceptional, tremendous. I'm loving it. It's going great for me. So great.
Your hate watch
It's
is
it's
going great.
super. It's super because you know how I feel about wins. Wins aren't a team. Wins aren't a quarterback stat to me. It's going great. He went out here and put up this MVP season with the weakest schedule in the league, and now he got 2 playoff games, and he's just looking regular. Getting saved by a defense, he's looking regular. Chargers game
Okay.
looking regular. Texas game looking regular. Just regular.
He had 3 tuds.
Oh my God. Here you go, stat watching, bro. Did we watch the game or not?
At watching,
Did we watch the game or not?
he made plays when it mattered. He had 3 passing touchdowns.
Bro.
He had plus 100 rating.
dotted up your all pro
Did we
CB
watch?
and a pro.
Did we watch?
Got it up your all pro, your favorite corner.
That was his only completion he gave up the whole game.
Forced him into a DPI.
That was
And closed up the game on him, huh?
that was bad.
Y'all
Forced
all
him
pro
bad.
DB went. He
What do you-
went at him.
what was
and-
bad about that?
That was bad.
What was bad about it?
What you mean? What was bad? It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I'm not
Okay.
saying it was. I'm not saying it was.
I thought you were saying what I said was bad. I was about to say forced him into a DPI.
Nah,
On the next play,
it
gave
was
him
bad.
a job.
But for that to be the only things that Sting gave up in a 60-minute football game, that's like
So then go to the other side, get a slant on, get a tug from Stefan in between 2 people, crazy window.
I ain't. You can't even name me the corner that Diggs caught that pass on. Nah, I ain't.
It's not about the corner that did caught the pass on. What are you talking about?
Nah. I ain't going. Like I said when I saw Jordan Love play, I'm tired of all these quarterbacks going out here getting 3 turnovers, winning these games, and everybody's giving them praise for this. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it.
You're putting a 3rd turnover on him because his old lineman got beat like a drum.
Two turnovers, Cole. I'm tired of us letting 2 turnovers be talking about the quarterback like he just went crazy and won him a football game, turning the ball over 2 times.
Crazy, but you saying that your hate watch is successful is diabolical.
Hey man, because he's showing me what he do against certain levels of defense.
The number 1 defense in the league, and he still had 3 tuds, and you're talking about hate watch successful.
What did he do against the Chargers? Are the Chargers an elite defense?
Yeah.
They top what to you?
Huh?
Chargers are top what to you?
The top 5 defense in the league. What are we talking about?
You talking about statistically?
Are they not? Tell me I'm lying. See, you want to stop talking about. You want to stop talking about stats when it doesn't prove to your argument. But if stats
I'm not gonna disagree that the Chargers are an
so then
elite
you
defense. So if anything,
you talking about me saying statistically, like what are we talking about?
So if he's the MVP, he had the weakest schedule in the league. He just got 2 games in the playoffs against 2 elite defenses. How did he look in both of those games versus these elite defenses?
All right, B, tell me, how many playoff statistical risers are there in the history of the NFL?
Say stat risers?
Yeah. So how many statistical risers are there in the history of the NFL at the quarterback position in the playoffs? Tell me.
Let me know.
Tell me.
I don't know. Let me know.
You genuinely don't know, right?
You asked the question, so I'm assuming you got the answer. Let me know. I don't know.
There's
I'm listening.
2 of them. 2. There are 2 guys in the history of the NFL that are genuine stat risers.
Who are those two?
I'm sure you could take a great guess. Give it to me. Give me your best guess.
I couldn't tell you because one of the people that I would guess, like I just said earlier, he won a Super Bowl with throwing 2 touchdowns the whole postseason run. So let me know who it is.
Who? You think the other one is Brady?
No, that's what I'm saying. Who is it? I will hope it isn't. Like I said,
Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. The only two people that are actual stat risers in the playoffs. This weird notion. Oh, yeah. I think there's three. I think Eli might be one of them too. This
Eli
weird notion. This weird notion that you have that that because we called him an MVP candidate because of what he did this season, that when he goes out and plays the two top five defenses, that he's supposed to look exactly the same or even better is weird. No quarterback does that. None of them.
Hey,
and I'm not saying that he's supposed to that he's not supposed to look like I'm not saying that he should be allowed to go out here and look bad. But this notion that your hate watch is successful because he doesn't have 250, no turnovers, and 4 tuds like he did in the regular season.
His defense saving him.
The defense is saving him. The defense is saving him.
Brother, we just watched the New England Patriots get 5 turnovers, and they got points off turnovers one time, and it was the defense that put up the points. It was a pick six.
Let me ask you, do you think that Drake May just did nothing today? Like, do the 3 tuds not matter?
He didn't say he did nothing, but I'm saying that since when are we acting like going unnoticed? Offense putting up 0 points off of turnovers in the playoff game, and they
satisfied until Drake May loses. You won't be satisfied.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have a ball.
This is what I need you to stop doing. I need you to stop making dumb arguments just because of your hate watch. Like, you have to be realistic about your hate watch. Your hate watch is not successful. There's nothing successful about your hate watch. This guy in his second year, and this is what I hate when you make me do. I hate when you make me defend people that, frankly, I'm not even on their on their side. Everybody know I'm a Matt Stafford MVP guy. But you're making me defend this guy off of dumb based takes that you have in that don't make sense. This guy went out there and had 3 tuds and a win today. That's okay to do. That's okay to win. He had 2 turnovers. That's okay. One of them, he had 3, but one of them wasn't even his fault. You go get beat like a drum. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Your left tackle go get beat like a drum on your blind side against Will Anderson, who you just a couple weeks ago told me last night you told me they had arguably the best pass rush in the league.
Yep, I did.
And so now you keep telling me,
is Will Anderson not supposed to be one of the best tackles in the league? For you to be getting beat over your head like a drumstick?
Will Anderson, the best tackle in the league.
I said Will Anderson. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Will Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
he's not supposed to be one of the best tackles in the league.
Will Howard is also a tackle, huh?
I said it wrong twice.
You hearing this? Ty, you hearing this?
I said it wrong twice is crazy.
But he got it the third time. Third time's the charm.
Is Will Campbell not supposed to be one of the best tackles in the league? Even if he's a rookie, is he not supposed to be one of the best tackles in the league already?
Like,
for you to be getting beat like that, it's okay to give up some things here and there, but for it to be every single play is insane.
B.
Like I was saying earlier in the group chat, man, is one you can go play against the top 5 defense all you want. Offense still got to produce for that team. They got a top 5 defense, so it's like
this is the problem, bro. You want him to go out there and head to head beat a quarterback to prove to you that he's worthy of your support. That's the problem. And that's not what football is. What did he do against the top 5 defense? That's all that matters when you talk about Drake May. I don't care if the other side's quarterback didn't do nothing.
What was he?
This is what I'm saying. I don't care what the other side's quarterback did or didn't do to make this somehow a tougher task on Drake May. The point is, he faced 2 top 5 defenses, and he didn't look terrible against either. And on one, but what you want is this insane head-to-head matchup, one of those historical joints. You want one of those Eli and Tom matchups to say, yeah, he went out there and did something that makes you feel good about yourself. Nobody cares how you feel. He went out there, had 3 touchdowns against the best defense we've seen in what 10 years. That's all that matters. Like that's exactly what you want.
Hey man, when I see quarterbacks prove that they can put up them type of numbers versus an elite defense, and you're
Who's
being held to that
doing
standard,
that?
and you're being held to that
Who's doing
standard
that?
by
B. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Tell me.
right in general.
Who's doing that?
I just watched. I just watched. Is Nick? What is the Broncos defense to you? They're top what?
You know what the
I'm
problem
asking.
is? In the same breath, you're gonna tell me that he lost his team the game and that he's a bum. You can't use that argument to tell me that he had a great game against the top defense, but he also lost his team the game and he's a bum on the outside too.
Who you
It
talking
don't
about?
work. You talking about Josh Allen, right? Because he went out there and put up
No,
30. What?
no,
What are you talking
I
about?
wasn't. No, that's why I said what we're talking about in general or just strictly in the playoffs.
What does it matter?
That's why I was. That's why I was clarifying. Like, is it any time this season or is it just playoffs? Because when we watched the games, did you watch? Did you watch when we played the Broncos?
Did you watch him against y'all?
You said what?
Did you watch Bo Nix against y'all?
Yeah.
He literally tore Micah Parsons' ACL.
Oh my God, bro. Here we go with this.
I'm lying?
Yes, you are.
Every sports analyst in the world then said he tore Micah Parsons' ACL, and you in Baltimore, Maryland, gonna sit up there from your room in your mama crib and tell me that he didn't tear Micah Parsons' ACL. You gonna be the only one to die on the hill that he didn't tear Micah Parsons' ACL.
Hey, I watched the whole play. Just saying. But what else were you on? I watched the whole play. That's all I can say.
We're so far removed from the plot, bro. That's why I didn't want to get up here tonight. You just get on here and say anything. For what?
Why it gotta be anything?
Let's move on to the next game, bro. Because you just up here saying anything, just trying not to be wrong, gang. All right. The Rams, this nigga gets me tight, bro. The Rams did beat Chicago 20-17 in overtime. Caleb Williams made a heroic throw at the end to force overtime, but in the end, through a pick. A lot of people are saying it's on DJ Moore. A lot of people are saying it's on Caleb Williams. B, what did you see throughout the whole game?
The Bears I've been seeing all season played bad football until the fourth quarter. And when the fourth quarter came, Caleb did show up. But as I just was having a conversation about, and I've even posted it, that's what you get with Caleb. You're gonna get the ceiling is insane plays. Like we saw that. I can be real. Pass he made against us last week on that fourth down, that was the best pass I've seen in a while. And then he goes out here the very next week with the game on the line and makes that pass to force overtime. But then turns around and throws the game deciding interception in overtime. Even if it was DJ Moore's fault. It's like it's a
Even if it
miscommunication.
was Ty,
The miscommunication.
even
The
if
window,
it was DJ Moore's fault, he says.
no,
Even
what
if
I
it
mean,
was
let me elaborate. Let me elaborate. What I mean by if that was DJ Moore's fault, the window was already tight in itself. If it was DJ Moore's fault, it was simply the fact that Caleb Williams expected him to run the crosser a little bit flatter by like 3 yards, to where though the DB wasn't going to be able to jump it. That's what I mean by if it was his fault. But that window was too tight, I think, for him to even be throwing that in that situation with how that drive was going. Ty, I don't know if you would feel that way. Like they just converted like 3 big third downs. So I just feel as though that was like too risky of a shot to take with it being the entire bracket for DJ Moore on a crossing route. That was just a bold move at that moment. I don't know how y'all feel about the pass, but I just feel as though they could have went a lot safer. They was almost in field goal range.
Ty.
Caleb is special. I think that's one takeaway. But another is they still a young football team. And I thought that also came to fruition during the football game. They had multiple fourth downs in the game that they didn't convert, and I think those are game changing plays. Like far as the interception in overtime, I think if DJ is actually running to expect the football, I think worst case scenario it's an incomplete pass. But if he runs and expects the football, it's probably a completion. I don't think nothing wrong with it. I just think Cam Curl played the football and DJ didn't. Like he never looked at it. So it's like
Washington legend.
For sure. I'm still mad they let bro go, but as far as that, but I just think respect to the Bears defense. I thought they played an amazing game today. I thought they did their best to keep the Rams at bay, and they almost had it. They might have had it won had the Bears not turned it over. So, it is what it is. But I think you can see the potential for the Bears moving forward. But the Rams, they going to get their second Super Bowl? We're going to see. Tough task next week.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Stafford didn't play his best game, but yeah. Caleb Williams had 3 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. I don't count that first pick because that joint was a stupid pick anyway. Bro was just out there trying to keep his money alive because obviously he needed his numbers. He shouldn't have caught it. He should have batted it down. I don't know if Kieran is still on here. Kieran, what's up, bro? I just seen you say what's up on Instagram. My bad.
Can I ask y'all to a question?
Hold on. Nonetheless, like Todd said, and like bro said, at worst it's an incompletion. DJ Moore in a perfect world, DJ Moore is running to get that ball. Here's what we know about wide receivers like DJ Moore. DJ Moore had 1 catch for 8 yards tonight.
I thought he had a big play to start the game.
Am I tripping? Did DJ Moore have more than 1 catch? Somebody let me know. No. DJ Moore had 5 catches for 52 yards. I was looking at his rushing stats. I'm tripping. My bad.
Yeah, a touchdown too, I think, right?
Yeah, he had a touch. Yeah. In a perfect world, he's running to catch that ball. I don't think he thought he was going to get the ball.
For sure.
I think he's seen the safety sitting over the top and didn't think that Caleb Williams was going to throw him that ball. Biggest problem is you gotta believe in yourself at that point that you're the best wide receiver on your team and that's where your quarterback is going. I don't think
definitely should know that. Even playing with him all season, he definitely should know Caleb going to make that type of pass.
Yeah, right.
Caleb's the future.
I don't think if I'm playing with Caleb, I don't think there's at any point in my mind in the game that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna make that pass. Like, nah, like if you out there running routes for Caleb, bro, you should always think like
no matter where he at, no matter if he's 20 yards behind the line, there's a chance the pass might get to you.
You just never know. Yeah, you just never know.
Like I think he was at the 40-yard line. That pass with the forced overtime. Like,
yeah, bro, that joint was insane. Like, I'm sure Colston Loveland didn't think he was gonna get the ball, but like,
that was Komet. It's crazy part.
Komet. I'm sorry, Jesus, y'all know I'm sick, bro. Lock in. But that was his 3rd catch for, you know what I'm saying? That was his 3rd catch of the game too. Like, I think that made catch number 3 for him.
He had one in overtime, so that was only his 2nd, I think.
Damn. I don't think I remember overtime. I don't remember overtime. I think I remember
the first play. The first play of overtime.
Yeah.
The first play of overtime, he had like a 10-yard catch in the start of overtime.
Yeah, I'm tripping. But yeah, nah. The point is DJ Moore got to run, bro. DJ Moore has to
For
run.
sure.
I'm not blaming that on Caleb, but you know, Matt Staff walks down. Great play, great pass to Devontae in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Elite.
Devontae was, but this is what I'm talking about, right? Like Devontae never took himself out of that game. Like, and it wasn't the day that Devontae Adams expected to have. What was that?
That was like
what
his second catch.
catch? Yeah,
I
that
Yeah,
think
was
I
that
was
his
to
just
second.
say he
separate.
don't have
I
no
think that
catches
just.
at halftime.
I think that just separates the mentality. Like
That's what I'm trying to get.
DJ Moore isn't a young guy. Like him and Devontae been in the league close to the same amount of time, but we know the difference in Devontae Adams and DJ Moore as far as their career, how their mentality had been on the field and everything. So I'm not really surprised that DJ Moore, with having a better game, kind of was like not expecting the ball, and Devontae Adams with his background experience playing with Rodgers and whatnot, like he was still locked
It's
in.
just,
Like number can
it's
be
just the way.
called.
Yeah, it's just the way the game falls sometimes, bro. It's literally just the way the game falls sometimes. Sometimes it's just not your day, bro. Some days it's just not your day.
Got
Nonetheless,
me ready though when the
uh,
number called. But I gotta
that's what
ask,
I'm. What
if Stafford win this bowl, is he top five?
top five is crazy. I don't think it's top five.
I'm
Like
asking. I was just
I
You
would
said
have
top
to.
five all
I would have to
time.
really.
because where
Yeah,
do we
that's what
have
I'm
him right?
saying.
Where do
I
we
have
have
to
him
really
right
go and
now?
look. Here's the problem. He needs the MVP too. And then if you really
Yeah,
think about it,
yeah.
at that point, he would still only have 2 rings,
2 rings and one
one
MVP.
one MVP. Like it, we can go top 7,
Because where do we
but
have him right now? Because
I
the
have
Super
to
Bowl, I
really go
think,
and
put
look
him in
at
the
it.
top 10.
I think the Super Bowl will put him close to the top 10. He need that MVP, bro. He need that MVP. I ain't gonna lie to you. Top 5 is crazy though. Top 5 is crazy, and I don't even have a top 5 off the top of my head. But top 5 is like
For sure.
we can talk
Now,
about talent all day. He's talented. He's talented, but top 5
so
just
if he would,
careers.
so if he wins that Super Bowl and the MVP, how do we feel about Matthew Stafford, Brett Favre conversation?
He better. I'm personally taking him over Brett Favre.
Brett at lowest is 6.
Yeah, I was about to say. So if you take him over Brett, you gotta put.
He
I
might
think
be in your
that's,
top 5. He might be in top 5.
but
You
it
know what I mean?
depends on where we ranking Brett too, though, because like
He's no lower than 6.
Also,
And this spot dropped because Mahomes is in that conversation now. But he's like about
I'm
6
gonna have to get a. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit and think about all the quarterbacks.
because
And
who we taking, Brett or Drew?
think a lot of people are gonna take Drew. I think a lot of people are gonna take Drew. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What Brett got? Oh, see, yep, see, nah, I don't know. I ain't know. I forgot. Brett got 3 MVPs. I thought he had 2. He got 3 with a ring. Hmm. Are we taking 2 rings and 1 MVP over a ring and 3 MVPs?
Say that again.
Are we taking 2 rings and 1 MVP over 1 ring and 3 MVPs?
Um,
Is the ring that impactful? Where is he going? Because Eli Manning got 2 of them, and you see how people talk about him where he ain't got nothing as far as
yeah,
individual and whatnot. But he
I think
beat
it's
Brady, so it's a consideration of it.
yeah.
What you taking, Ty?
I don't know. I'm not a big believer in taking them like them. Yeah, I don't know if Brett Favre is sniffing top 5. I'm not a big believer in taking like a lot of them older quarterbacks. Like, listen, I know how good they say Joe Montana is, but like,
Dan
That's
Marino,
undeniable. That's
Steve
undeniable.
Young.
yeah.
See as you start naming names. All right, now we in a different.
I
Now we're
know
in a
how
different
good they
range.
are. Like, I know how good they say they are, but like,
See, if you
John
start naming
Elway.
if you start naming names, now we're in a different range. Because if you were to say skillfully, then it's like it's gonna be also tricky because if we're going skillfully, Dan Marino got to be in your top 5. So it's like
but
eh,
where's Peyton? Where's Peyton?
skillfully.
Not just like if you having your conversation, where's Peyton in your top 5 or your top 10?
Peyton for me it would be 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
4
I was
because
just
my
making
4 actually no, it would be 5. It would be 5 because I forgot about Mahomes. So he would be 5 because I would have Brady, I would have Brady, Mahomes or Montana, and then Rodgers. So that's the 4. And then I would have Peyton 5th. I think that should be everybody top 4 at this point.
yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But
But I
that's why
think
I'm saying like Matt Staff top 5. Like, how did we
that's what I'm
like
saying.
genuinely?
When we look
Genuinely
at
not
since he's been in the league,
he's genuinely not in people's top 10 right now. So for him to jump everybody's top 10 to the top 5 is
I think the biggest thing is like you see how our whole life out when he was in Detroit, it was just like bad football, but he was
I
putting up
think
numbers.
what that does is it doesn't give him leeway to jump everybody's top 5. I think it just gives him leeway to have a conversation that he deserves, which is damn, bro, what if he wasn't in Detroit for all of that time?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said would he be in the conversation? But that's why I'm saying would he be in this conversation because like it's not like a hypothetical. Like we seen how he looked in Detroit and he went to a team that was good and he's winning on that team when he got this chance now. So it's like
Yeah, but it is a hypothetical because then you would have to like because me and you have had the conversation too where you take into consideration most quarterbacks genuinely aren't in their prime until late 30s anyway. So he
for sure.
genuinely probably hit. I'm not saying he went to the Rams in his prime. I think it was a little bit past his prime.
It was started a few years earlier.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just genuinely like he probably that first year at the Rams was probably like the peak of like, you know what I'm saying? But then you talk about like where he is now and what he
It
was when he
wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't really be terrible to say now. Like when I watch Matthew Stafford right now, like we
not
see he's
that
at the end. We see he's at the end, like the tail end of his career, and he can get out the pocket if necessary, like back against the wall. Like it's not no Matthew Stafford about to scramble. But when I watch him, the biggest thing I pay attention to is people be crazy to say that as of right now in the NFL, Matthew Stafford don't got arguably the best
sure.
pocket presence. Arguably got the best pocket presence in the league. He's absolutely top 5. But when I watch him right now, like he doesn't get sacked that much, and it's due to his pocket presence, being able to move around in the pocket because he's not fast. Like he showed it a lot tonight. But that's why I'm saying
I'm
with
not
Drew
mad at
Brees, I'm
bro.
not
Why
mad
you
at
didn't
that.
just come to work, bro? Like you know who this is?
I know exactly who
Yeah,
that
that's
is, and
gay.
I texted him
Hey,
before.
bro, like
He said he
bro
not
could have
home.
just
Like he
been
ain't
here.
got a phone. That's crazy.
Bro could have just been here.
He talk about he not home. He ain't got a phone.
Nobody
So who
mad
will
at
be
this.
so who will be our top 5 arm talents?
Oh, give me A Rod, give me Matt Staff. Give me
I didn't watch highlights, but I got to put Dan in there just from him
that's
from it
fine.
being known that he's the first real gunslinger. Like he was, I gotta
That's
have
fine.
him in there. Do we got Mahomes in there?
Long as,
The
long as
arm
I got
talent.
A Rod at one. Long as bro, wasn't it Jude that 3 weeks ago told me he didn't have no touch?
Who? I'm asking.
Mahomes.
That's what I'm asking. He's not for
Yeah.
me. I'm asking. He's not for me.
Hold him, Kobe. Nah, hold him, Kobe.
He's not
Hold
Gonna
for
him
have
me.
to it.
He's
Hold him
not
to
for
it.
he's not for me. I'm asking. And then
Mahomes gonna have no touch.
one of the biggest things for me with Patrick Mahomes, and like that's where conversation about top 5 arm talents get. Everybody knows if you watch football heavy with Mahomes, Mahomes just one pass that he can't make, and that's a back shoulder fade, and like he's incapable of making that pass. Yeah, I understand it's one of the
Yeah,
hardest passes in the league to make, but it's like when you're who you are and you're supposed to be the best in the league, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to make a back shoulder
let
fade
me
pass
ask
consistently.
who is he? Who has Mahomes had in his career on his teams that he should be throwing back shoulder fades to
It's not.
that would allude to you being like, oh, I think he can really throw that. Well, I really want to
It's
know.
not. It's not that he had a guy consistently. It's that every time he tries it, it's just not in the right place. So it's
And
like
every time he try it, he not throwing it to the guy neither. He don't have no guy over there. And this is the problem. I think most people think when I say stuff like that, when I'm like, yo, like he don't have a guy to throw a back shoulder fade to, most people think like Mahomes threw early back shoulder fades, and they was weird too, because like Kelsey won't even jump it for him. Kelsey was just turning his body for him. It was like they was darts. They won't even like they won't know.
That fits the back shoulder fade criteria. You ain't got to
Yeah,
jump
no,
for it.
I'm just saying, like they wasn't like TO back shoulders. They wasn't Megatron back shoulders. They was genuinely like, you know what I'm saying. They was tight end back shoulders for sure.
That's
But
how Rodgers threw a lot of feeds.
yeah, but he also had
His was different though.
probably
Tay
the
used to
craziest,
jump.
he also had probably the craziest route runner ever, and so his back shoulders early or later on when he had 17 out there, they wasn't even back shoulders no more. Like 17 was just backpedaling by the time A-Rod was throwing that joint to him.
He was showing mad late.
Like he was out there giving these combo crossover.
We gotta acknowledge him one day. That's just child's play at that point. It takes 17 in his prime. It was just
nasty, bro.
But who would you have outside of that? You named 3 guys. What would you say? You had to go deep. Well, is Mahomes? You said A-Rod. You said Staff.
Yeah.
I said Dan. You said okay. But with Matt, are you putting Mahomes in yours?
I'm taking Mahomes. Bro.
Okay.
I don't think there's a better talent that we've seen play the game of football outside of A-Rod.
Hands down. I don't.
Genuinely, because when you talk about it, like, and you one of the first people that I've heard really talk about it, because a lot of people just glaze like Mahomes and they don't even talk about what it looked like early in his career. But we know early in Mahomes' career, that joint was genuinely just talent, bro. Like that wasn't a lot.
He didn't know how to read defenses at all. It was just that's what made it crazy when he threw 50 touchdowns. He didn't know how to read. He was just.
But that's what makes it to me like, and I know how good we say Andy is, bro. But that's what to me makes it like, yo, like, because you still got to go out there and play. I don't give a damn how good your OC is, your play caller is. Like, you still got to go out there and throw all of them touchdowns. He went out there and threw 50 of them things, brother.
Y'all want to know something that I said about Mahomes very early?
Nasty,
I still feel this way. Patrick Mahomes is a grade below talent-wise Aaron Rodgers, but he's what Aaron Rodgers would be with rings. If Aaron Rodgers had,
are you saying like the conversations Aaron Rodgers would be in if he had rings of the conversation?
Aaron Rodgers, you have people that Aaron Rodgers is so much above people talent-wise. You have people that genuinely would be able to put him. He would have an argument for being the GOAT with 3 of them because what he got 4 MVPs, I think. Yeah. So if he would have got, he's top 5 with 1
for some people. I'm not saying he's winning that argument, but I've seen people.
Yes,
like believe he's the greatest quarterback they ever seen. So I mean,
like I always say, Brady's the best quarterback ever. Brady's the most accomplished quarterback ever. Rodgers is the most skilled quarterback ever. If that makes sense.
Talented as A-Rod, honestly, man. Oh, for sure. I don't disagree. I
disagree to the fullest extent.
I don't disagree, bro.
I think people will be forgetting,
bro. A-Rod is. I mean, I think you just said it. Mahomes is what A-Rod wanted to be with rings. Like you can't.
I started with a tag as a rank below him skillfully. I started with that.
Yeah, but I think the playmaking ability with your legs. I think that's what gives. I think that's what puts Mahomes in that same category. Because to me, A-Rod extended plays. Mahomes' use of his legs just in general.
We ain't about to do that like Rodgers, who didn't used to slide.
A-Rod extended plays. Mahomes genuinely is the leading rusher on his team for the past 2 years.
Hold up. Let me. I know he's the leader. Because I know he's the leader of his team.
Like Mahomes is really the offense. Like, hey, we
know
how
he was the leader.
A-Rod was, bro. But like,
what did he have? Like 400 rushing yards or something like that.
Something like that, bro. What I'm saying is you talk about, yeah, like
I'm just looking.
You ain't seen Rodgers run like that. No, bro.
But like, Kobe hit it on the nail though. Rodgers was extending plays with his legs. Like he may take off here and there, but he ain't putting no moves on you for real. It ain't.
Hey Cole, real quick. Tell me what Mahomes' rushing numbers were this season.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it to you. Give me 2 seconds.
It's already top 35. Crazy.
What?
Mahomes in passing yards, top 35 already.
I mean, is that
All
already?
time.
How many years it been now? You said
All
already.
time. I mean, that's pretty. Especially
You
when
said
you ain't technically start the beginning of your career. I think that's pretty cool.
already. No, he got like what?
It's been 9
Oh,
years.
Year 8, bro. His first start was in 2018.
8 years, top 35. That's crazy.
I think I see, and this is where like I feel like it gets a little wild because what you expect of Patrick Mahomes to hear,
That's what I'm saying.
but here's what I'm saying: to hear the conversation say top 35, you're like only top 35. But think of how many Eli Mannings it is in the world. Think of how many, you know what I'm saying? Just in general, guys that you don't think is
That's true.
actually like guys that you don't think of, but that played 10 years, that played 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
422 rushing yards
he
since
gonna
Bob
keep moving
Covey,
up.
by the
He gonna
way.
keep moving up every year. You know what I'm saying? Every year is gonna be another 4,000-5,000 yards. It's gonna move him up.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes this season had 64 carries for 422 and
Yeah,
5 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers' best years, he had, let's
67
see.
for 369.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
see. What was it?
67 for 369, 64 for 356, 60 for 257. Yeah.
It seems, I'm just saying, this season Mahomes just had, it's not much. We ain't about to sit here and say like that's like something that's like a lot more because I'm looking right here. Rodgers, he had a year where he had what?
It's a lot more. I'm just saying it's different. I'm just saying the threat of it is different. The threat of it
Because
is.
Rodgers, you take Rodgers from 2012 and Mahomes now, who's faster?
I don't think Mahomes is fast, but is he
Neither one
faster?
of them are. Neither one of them are like in the fast thing. But if they scramble and you're chasing them, you're not gonna just catch them. Like they're gonna get a good amount of yards.
I think the threat of the pass changes your dynamic of chasing and catching them. But sure, I get what you're saying.
Like both of them, when they improvise and they're keeping their eyes downfield, when they finally decide to tuck the ball, they have a good amount of runs that go for like 25, 30 yards.
For sure. I still believe that Mahomes is.
Who would be your last one? You had to dig in a vault for that. Who would be your fifth? Arm talent wise.
I'm gonna have to dig for that one.
Would it be Brett?
It probably would be if I really dug around for it. Yeah, it'd probably be Brett. It'd probably be Brett.
Okay. Who your five, Tyler?
Honestly, the four probably be the same far as I mean Drake can sling that thing though, but I mean I don't know about all that, but
that conversation is
A-Rod for sure. Pat, I'm definitely taking Pat too. I feel like honestly that nigga can make some crazy throws.
For sure.
Stafford, of course.
Definitely.
I feel like Marino's cool, but I probably would go John Elway. Probably. But at the same time, I feel like there's been so many quarterbacks that I need to like lock in with to have a true list. But I think those top four is probably like set in stone. And then the fifth one you can throw around a little bit, depending on
Marino was crazy. He threw for 5K and almost 50 touchdowns in the 90s. Drake, man.
high school gym teachers. It's kind of crazy though. Like Stephon Diggs on that team.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
I respect it though. I think one of the best traits coming for May out the draft was his ability to throw the deep ball, but let's not stretching. Now
I'm just.
the receiving core ain't that bad.
I will say I'm excited. Like, well, before I even say the excitement thing, Cole, what do you? I've been meaning to ask you for a while. How do you feel about the next few years with Dak Prescott, and what direction you feel like y'all going? Because like when we talk about like the quarterbacks, like generally most of these top guys, like they're like in their 20s right now, like mid or late low or low 20s. So we know that their brain, as far as like IQ wise, isn't at that point yet where we know it. Like when they do get to that point, it might get crazy, like with the Drake Mays, Jordan Love, and all those guys. That's also crazy. I mean, take that off the screen. What direction you feel like y'all going in? How you feeling about that? Because he's like what, like 31, something like that.
Dak like 32, 33. You got to remember Dak played like 4 in college.
For sure.
Listen, the direction we're going in with Dak Prescott, everybody's on a 4-year. Everybody's on a 4-year deal. Dak got 4 years left. CD got 4 years left. Shotty got 4 years left.
You think that's gonna be it? You think that's gonna be it when the 4 done?
Yeah, we're gonna tear this shit down when that 4 is over. I ain't gonna lie. Depending on how CD and GP look at the end of it, you know what I'm saying? Then I guess we'll reevaluate there. But if we don't get it done in that 4 years, we're gonna tear the whole shit down. Honestly, Shotty might be the only thing left afterwards.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all can let CD walk with that jersey number. It's just so like that's the legend. That's the legendary.
I don't think it's a matter of letting it walk. I think it's a matter of how do you rebuild with those guys still on the team, right? Like, and it's not about rebuilding as much as like finding your next quarterback and seeing if you can get one of those young guys that really like, you know what I'm saying, that really changes the game. Like, can you find a Drake May that's good enough in 2 years? Can you find you know what I'm saying, one of those guys that, you know, that's good enough?
You think by the time Dak gone, Jerry will still be there, or he's gonna be gone?
I don't know. You're asking me when another man is gonna die. I don't really have the answer to that.
Well, I forgot. That's the only way.
Yeah, like that's the only way.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. I forgot. That's the only way Jerry going.
I was joking, but I was being serious too. Like that. Yeah. When people ask me that question, when people be like, "Yo, how long is Jerry gonna be there?" Like you're asking me, like, and I'm not saying just you. I'm saying the plural you. When people just in general ask me that, like the question you're really asking boils down to when is Jerry Jones going to pass? And I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. I don't see Jerry
Jones it that way
down. The other problem that most people don't remember is that his son and daughter are in the next positions of leadership. Like it's not like you get, yeah, it's not like
he didn't train them.
But it's like I think they are different people. I think his son is a different person. I think at this stage his son will have more. I think by the time his son it's his son's turn to run the team, I think he will know that he has to build a name for himself. So I think he'll play it a little bit differently. Because it'll always be Jerry Jones's team. You'll never look at that team and be like, oh, that's Stephen Jones' team. So it'll be time for him to do something to make himself look good. But yeah, bro, I don't have a problem with Dak Prescott, bro. I think Dak Prescott played at an MVP level this season. If we had a good defense, he's in the MVP conversation at the end. Statistically, he should have been there. He just, you know how you need enough wins to be there.
Yeah, because Joe finished 4th last year, and they only had like 5 wins. He finished 4th. He was going that crazy.
But yeah, bro, I think we'll be fine, bro. I think we'll be fine. We just got to go and revamp this defense and find a good defensive coordinator. I hope it's one of those young, innovative guys, though. I do hope that. But yeah, let's move so we can get out of here, bro. I said we wasn't about to be on here all night. Ty, it's your time, brother. It is your time. CFP time, bro. National championship time. It's time for the big one, the big game.
Say I was wrong.
Miami, Indiana, 7:30. Hard Rock, Carson Beck, Fernando Mendoza, the big one.
That sounds so nasty.
So nasty. For all the marbles, we got Carson Beck and Fernando Mendoza, one team from Virginia, basically. Because did you see how many players are on that team from Virginia, on that Indiana team?
Yeah, there's
It's
a
a
few.
lot. It's a lot.
Bro,
One of the boys I played with high school with on that Indiana team. So that's what's up.
But you gotta remember he was at JMU, so he just brought a bunch of his guys with him.
Fact though. That's where he was at first, though. Like,
Yeah. No, JMU elite natty champs for sure. Ski. Shout out JMU, shout out the guys, shout out Harrisonburg. For all the marbles, Ty. 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. I'm on Hate Watch. B is gonna be on Hate Watch with me.
We riding.
We gonna ride this
all
thing.
night.
And the one thing, Cole, that you should know by now, and it sucks to say it because like a lot of people will be like, that doesn't make any sense, but that's why the hate watch goes so well for the person who loses. I think a hate watch be a lot more sweeter when they lose in the championship game. It's like,
for sure, the fact that they didn't rose this high. If they fall from these heights, if Ty falls from these heights, you know what I'm saying? Like if Carson Beck goes out there and has a CJ Stroud type showing tomorrow,
you can't even bring up when we talk about Miami in the future years. You can't even bring up this year's team. You just showed up. You just made an appearance.
After them 2 losses. So like Kobe, like if he go up there and stink it up, I'm gonna be the first one to get on him.
That's why I feel like he will though, because like Carson Beck, like we see what we see from Miami, right? Like you see how cool we say like Carson Beck, he can manage the game. Like Mark Fletcher's been doing his thing. But like y'all about to go play a team where Mark Fletcher is not gonna be able to have his way. Like Carson Beck at some point in that game is gonna have to put that ball in the air. And it's like when he does that, it's like, what are we expecting? He gonna get that ball. I'm still not sold on that Carson Beck I saw in that Bulldogs uniform. I'm sorry.
Man.
It ain't.
The keys to the game the same. Winning the churches, don't turn the ball over. They're gonna be straight. It starts up front, and Indiana's one of the best teams up front too. But if we can win more battles up there, they're gonna be fine. I don't think the skill talent drop off outside is dramatic. Like, so
y'all better on the skill. Y'all better on the skill position.
We need to do. It's whatever. Like I say, every single game has came down to Carson Beck. It's gonna come down to him again. It's gonna come down to him again. We all know it.
Can I say this?
This is literally his draft moment, bro. If he stinks up the place, he may kill any chances of him getting drafted. Genuinely, and it's already a terrible draft class. So nobody's overly going for a quarterback this year. Like, if he stinks it up, who knows what's gonna happen to his NFL hopes?
Must I say, I think that it was already done. I thought that Carson Beck didn't ruin his chances last year. He might as well get ready to go use his degree for whatever he went to school for. Those NFL things, those NFL dreams might be over with.
I won't disagree, but he could manage himself into a career backup. It's a great role to have.
For sure. Y'all are better in the skill position department. And in my opinion, I think y'all are better in the skill position department, right? And then when you get to the trenches, this may be the best trench matchup we've seen, Cole, between O-line, D-line combination for like the balance of two teams. I think so. So, like we say, like when you just named the two quarterbacks, how it's nasty. I hate to say it, but it's like the quarterback matchup going to be the difference maker. And I'm not even a big Mendoza guy, but I just think that Mendoza is a lot better than Beck. That just shows how much I think Beck is bad. So it's gonna come down to the quarterback matchup. It's just a matter of if Beck gonna go out there and show up like he did when y'all played Ole Miss. That's really what I'm waiting to see. Like, I'm not expecting it at all. Like you said, Cole, we on the Supreme Hate Watch tomorrow night at 7:30.
For sure. All right, Ty, you got Miami. I got Indiana. B, you got Indiana.
Come on, bro. We going Hoosiers tomorrow. And
Ty, what?
I've been against them all playoffs. But when they play Miami, nah, gotta go Hoosiers.
All right, bet. Ty, write it down. We getting out of here, man. Y'all, 2 more to the chip, Pass Nation. Hey, Caleb, you missed it by a couple minutes, my guy. You missed it by a couple minutes. One of my homies on Instagram was talking about the Pats. I was just telling him he had just missed it because we had just finished talking about the Pats. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We just finished. All right, man. We out of here. We'll be back on tomorrow, more than likely after the national championship. We should have a full squad tomorrow. More than likely. We'll get at y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell their mama, all that good stuff. Yeah, man. We out of here. Y'all be good.